welcome to the Tea and a Butty podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today it's a rather grim subject for all of us. It's things that will disappear in 20 years' time. Very sorry to say.
At least 20 years.
At least. Within 20 years.
Yeah.
Within 20 years, these things will very likely be obsolete.
So you've found a list.
I found a list, and it was on Yahoo, and it was like, things that will disappear in 20 years.
I found a couple of lists. The first one I'm not really going to use, because a lot of the things that they mentioned on it were, in my mind, already gone. Like dial-up computers.
Things that have disappeared in the last 20 years.
No, it's things that are disappearing.
Maybe it was an old article.
I don't know. I was like, surely
the internet's
nobody...
been around for more than 20 years now.
I was like, surely... Well, I didn't put in 20 years. I think I just put in things that are disappearing, or I don't know.
A dial-up modem, though.
It was like VHS tapes, DVDs, which yes,
yeah.
and yes. Answering machines, yes. Landlines. But dial-up internet.
Dial-up modems, dial-up internet,
surely dial-up internet is already gone.
I mean, that being said, we're just thinking of that in the Western world. If you go to places like that are out in the sticks that have just managed to connect, you know, and they're using dial-up, and they're using a landline to do it, it's going to be like a blast from the past for all of us. You know?
Even in the Western world, no, I didn't think about that. In the
rural areas,
in the country, like in the literal middle of
fax
nowhere.
machines. Wow, what is this new invention?
Well, in the literal middle of nowhere, they probably don't have. I can't imagine them having like high-speed internet. Like, why would they, you know?
No.
Yeah, so maybe it still exists there. I didn't think...
They probably still work on typewriters, you know?
Something on the list that I didn't agree with, though, was... disposable cameras?
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, photo developing and stuff.
But then they said, cameras with film. And I don't agree with that. I think that that's going to be something like vinyl records, like typewriters, things that...
It's going to become a niche market for it. Yeah,
that people are still going to want to use. It
won't be commonplace, but it'll still be there in the background should it wouldn't take too long to seek it out.
Yeah. But what's on your list? What did you find?
The first one I found was keys. Keys are going to go away.
Yeah.
It'll be smart access instead.
I don't like that. I do not like it.
And developing technology means that, within the next few years, we'll likely be able to open doors with codes, which...
I don't like it.
Or even using your face or fingerprint.
Your face or your fingerprint.
Cars already do that.
Yeah.
You don't even need a key to start the bloody thing now.
No.
It's like you hit a button. And that is like...
You just have to have the keys in the general vicinity in order to drive the car. You don't stick it into the ignition.
You probably won't even need that within a couple of years. It'll be like, why do you need this key? It's because, because as long as you've used your fingerprint to open the car, you can get in.
Locks can be picked. So locks are not foolproof.
Yeah.
Whether it's on your front door or on your car or whatever.
Locks can be picked.
But I don't like these keys that are basically...
just key fobs.
Yeah, because people already have the technology to clone these things.
And hack them.
Yeah, they can... I don't like it. No, I want a key. Give me a key. I want a key to start my car with. Maybe the fingerprint, I guess I might feel a little bit okay. Maybe some sort of, like, my fingerprint.
Face recognition and a code. Like, give me all of those. Like, I wouldn't feel secure locking my doors at Someone
night.
can't hack my brain. I'm fine,
Yeah.
Hack my face.
I wouldn't, would you feel secure locking, like, going to bed at night, knowing that it was just some sort of computer thing that any basic hacker could, hack into to get into your house?
I guess so, yeah. It's worrying to think of, you think, but it's like, security systems will be updated with that too,
Yeah.
You know, before long we'll have like, you know, those little things that you see in the corner and you go, what are those things? You know, and they're like motion detectors or something.
Yeah.
And they sometimes they'll be fitted with lasers before too long.
And they'll just zap people who are trying to break in.
Yeah, you get in like 5 minutes and you go, you don't put in the code, the house explodes.
You just like, what is it from? Where they point it and they disintegrate you? You know, they zap you and you just disintegrate into nothing, you know?
You vaporized.
Vaporized, that's it.
Vaporized. Just get vaporized and it's just like, oh, see that guy? Love this security footage, just vaporizing him. People won't even need guns anymore for that, you know? Just like,
yeah.
The security system just means instant vaporization.
Yeah. You're like, no, it was me. I was trying to get in.
Oh no, that was my daughter.
God.
Drivers. Talking about cars. Drivers.
Again, I don't like it.
A lot of debate exactly when driverless vehicles are coming to the market. But it's going to be very soon, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they have them already.
They kind of have them already. I mean, you see that advert for Domino's.
Yeah.
They're apparently piloting a thing of like sticking a pizza in a little driverless car and just sending it off.
Again, people can hack into these things. Like, it's not secure.
Imagine hacking into a little Domino's cart and going, oh, okay, I'll reroute that pizza to my house.
Right to my house.
Free pizza.
I was just thinking of more sinister things, like, you know, terrorists
that is a sinister thing.
Big, you know, collisions and stuff on major motorways and everything. It's just like, I don't know. No, I don't. Can I just drive my own car?
Can I just drive my own car?
Yeah.
Imagine, you know, because I mean, that eliminates people driving jobs if driverless vehicles exist. Mm-hmm. Also, it kind of eliminates traffic, they think, because, nobody will be stopping and starting and going. Everyone will be going at the same speed and there'll be far less accidents and, you know, it'll be wonderful. It'll be great.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what are humans going to do then? Are they going to turn up? Are they just going to be given a seat and a cup holder? And, you know, you can just kind of like with a thing, you can move it around and go,
like in WALL-E.
Like in WALL-E. Yeah, because I mean, that's kind of where it's heading.
You can be putting your makeup on. You can be doing your social media. You know, all the things that people already do whilst driving. They'll be free to do without having the worry of causing an accident.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really like the idea of giving, like, robots control over my life. Like, let me just drive my own car, please. With a key.
With a key. Give me the keys.
Please.
Please. Cards will be obsolete. I mean, you know, with cash is going to go obsolete too. I mean, it's already kind of going the same. Because, you know, we ask, you know, when we go to rob our banks and we go, give us all your money. And give us it all in cash. And they're like, oh, we don't have it all in cash. And they don't. Yeah. You know, they could have like, oh, it's all on the computer. It's just a number now. That's how much we've got in here. And it's like, do you actually have that amount in cash in here? No.
Like, nah.
It's just all in credit. You know, it's all in like on the computer, you know.
I'm perfectly fine getting rid of cards. I still want cash, like unless we can come to a point like in Star Trek, you know, where paying for things is obsolete. Like I'd rather just have cash, I think, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
like let's just
the whole thing
society.
About paying for things, you know, because I mean, with all that kind of thing, it's kind of like money goes the way of the dinosaur. Then what? It's just like, how is anyone going to earn anything? You know?
Yeah.
What job can they do?
Well, you just do it for the like satisfaction. I
thought you were going to say do it for the lols. I was like,
you just
do it for the lols.
You do your job for like satisfaction that you
are doing a good job.
Are doing something and you're contributing to the world. You know?
I don't know. I could be repapering my house and redoing my house, and it's like, oh, I think I've done a good job today. Give me 200 credits or whatever, you know.
I saw in the article that I'll talk about if we have time.
Yeah.
that it might just be like use your thumbprint or use your fingerprint to pay.
Or people are already using their smartphones to pay. Smartphones are like, everything is going to be done on that.
I don't like that either, because all it takes is for you to lose your phone or someone to steal your phone.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is on there.
I like the idea of a fingerprint, though. Because you can't. How do you pickpocket someone for their fingerprint?
You cut the thumb off.
Oh no!
We're gonna see a lot of people. Like everyone.
No fingertips.
No fingertips, or or thumbs or whatever.
Oh my god!
The face is ripped off because they need it for like just someone to drape it on, and just like and it's like you go. Well, why would anybody want to do that? Why would anybody want to steal a car that bad or break into someone's house that bad? You don't know what kind of psychos are out there.
Yeah.
They got the little cigar cutter there and they just go, give me your thumb.
Oh, no. Then they can get into your car and they can get into your bank account.
Yeah. They can get into everything.
Your house. All they need is your thumb.
But I mean, they don't have to chop.
Then that'll start to become the new, like, flipping people off. You show people, I've still got my thumb.
Got my thumbs, and I've had them steel reinforced, so you can't cut them off.
Oh my god, how horrendous!
Yep. Remote controls are gonna go. That's another one.
Okay.
Because you'll be doing it with your phone.
Oh no, remote controls
for your TV.
For the television. I was thinking like remote controlled. Helicopters, remote control cars.
Well, I mean, everything's remote control now.
Like,
drones, everything.
Drones, okay.
Your smartphone or smartwatch, it's already going to reinvent the way you pay for stuff. And it'll also double up as your remote control too. Cause that would be nice, actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. I can use my remote, my phone to hello. I'm changing the channel, but it's just like I'm changing the channel. Yeah, and it's just like no.
Yeah. I don't have... That's like the first one on the list that I don't have a problem with.
Within the next decade, you'll be able to use your phone to control every device in your house. TV, air conditioning, music, and even your oven and your fridge. I mean, I don't know why people have a smart fridge.
A lot of people can do that already, can't they?
Yeah, I think they can.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, turn the lights on.
Yeah, they have smart houses, you know. You turn your lights on, your security system, your oven, your microwave, your everything. I mean, you'd have to upgrade all your appliances.
You'd have to have the money to do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, yes. But I think, like, with Alexa and all of those kind of things, you can already do all of that.
Yeah.
You just go, oh, Alexa, turn down the blinds or whatever, because people have the electric... shades that go down over their windows, or
Oh yeah.
Alexa,
turn up the music. Turn up
the music. Put release the projector screen or whatever. For the TV and everything. Yeah.
It's just all like pen signatures are also going the way of the dinosaur. Actually, ink signatures.
Yeah.
Because especially with banks and stuff like that, now you can do it online. I had to do it for a contract I signed recently. I had to kind of like do it. You can do it with your thumb, but I just kind of typed it out and just like screenshotted it and put it in there, as like a signature.
Electronic signatures,
I should say.
What I don't like is the ones that you have to use your finger.
Digital signatures.
You have to use your finger to write it.
That's the one I hate doing.
It looks terrible.
Because I mean, you can't do it with your finger, can you? I'd rather do it with a pen, but it's like, I could just write this on a piece of. Because I mean, papers go in that way too. It's all going to be on like a phone or a pad or something.
I'm all for like having less stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's get rid of paper. Let's get rid of movies and CDs and,
physical media, as they call it. There's a lot of people like our age and a little bit younger who still like it, and obviously older.
The only thing that I don't like is I do still want to have all of my pictures. I don't like
physical copies.
That my pictures are just like on a little
hard drive,
flash drive or on a external hard drive, or that they're
could easily
in
be
the
corrupted.
cloud. Or
in the cloud.
Yeah, I mean, what if one day whoever runs the cloud just goes, you know what, I'm sick to death of this cloud business. I'm closing the cloud down. Then what? Like, all my pictures are just gone, I want to have my pictures.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, though. Everything like that. Physical media, DVDs, music, photographs, films,
Yeah.
They're all on something digital. They're all on a laptop. They're all on a pad. They're all on a little thing. It's like that's something that's been eliminated from your house.
Yeah.
You could just live a minimalist existence.
Yeah, no, I love that.
And I kind of like a minimalist existence.
I
like space.
I love the DVDs.
Where I can twirl around.
And the music and everything. I love not having to have those hard copies. I like that, It's just the pictures. I just can't get behind the pictures. Because, like, okay, when a family member dies, right, and you go to their house, everybody's gathered at the house, and you're passing around pictures, right? Yeah. You're passing, oh yeah, oh God, I never saw this. Oh, can I get a copy of this picture? Da, da, da. What's going to happen when our generation dies? All our pictures are just somewhere.
Somewhere, and they can just Alexa, release the projection screen, and everyone comes around and they just go swipe through the pictures of
yeah,
you,
but like
because they've been digitally scanned in.
I want to have that picture. Or what if we can't find them? We don't know the password that they've saved them on the Google, drive, whatever.
We don't have his thumb to unlock the drive.
Well, whatever,
Did someone cut the guy's thumb off before he was buried?
They've got every photo and every video from every trip they ever took, every person they've ever met, every member of their families on this flash drive. But it's it's screwed. We can't get into it. So all of that's just lost.
Unbelievable.
It's really sad to me. I want physical copies of all of that.
Because a physical copy is nice to have on the wall, isn't it?
Another problem with the digital movies and stuff. Yeah. So I recently saw this influencer that I watch, or how you say that I look at.
Influencer that you watch, you look at,
that we follow.
You see,
that's the way. And she
have to update the lingo.
She was having a sleepover. She's a grown married woman with a child.
That's a sleepover.
She was having a friend stay the night with them, and they were like, "Oh."
She had a friend over, you could say.
Yeah, she had a friend over. They were like, "Thank you for giving me words to use." And they had this film that they wanted to watch. Well, they flicked through Netflix. They flicked through all the streaming services that they had, and they could not find this film that they wanted to watch, that they used to watch together all the time when they were teenagers. It was their very favorite film. And so her husband went out and somehow found a copy of it on DVD, and they didn't have a DVD player. He had to play it on his Xbox for them to watch it.
It's got a CD, yeah.
But that's that's the problem with there not being physical copies. You not having a player to play things on. Is not all these streaming services are going to have everything you want to watch at any given time. I don't think, if it's a really obscure thing, or if it's a thing that's oh God, nobody remembers that. Nobody cares about that movie except for you, and you really want to see it, and you can't find it anywhere.
What was the movie? I'm all interested in that.
French Kiss.
Oh, I don't know.
With Gerard Depardieu. Yes.
God, he's another one who never made it to digital, isn't it? There's a physical copy of him going around out there somewhere.
Yeah, but that's another problem. But other than that, I don't really.
I mean,
it's nice.
I'm kind of like, oh, this is great. More space.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Get everything digital so it can be all in one place.
Yeah,
and it just reminded me, you
less crap filling up landfills.
This old, because I follow this account on Twitter. Well, we followed it.
Mm-hmm.
UK ads, and it's ads from the 1980s or 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the ones that the guy posts I always like, oh, this triggers my a memory of it, you know. And there's usually the phone book ones, which again, you know, the yellow pages have gone now, you know.
Yeah.
And he was looking for a book in the advert. This guy was looking for a book, and he was like, oh, it's and he asked everywhere, and they were just like, sorry, no, I don't have it. And, you know, he's this little old guy. And he was looking around he couldn't find it anywhere, this book. It was like Birds of the Wild or whatever it was, you know, by this author. And he just went home, and I think either his daughter says, try the yellow pages, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, he looked them up, and he called up an antique bookstore, and they go, yes, we have a copy. And he's like, oh, I'll hold it, yes. Just like, yeah. And apparently it was a book written by him.
Aww.
And it went out of print. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I remember this advert. And I was like, yeah, he's kind of... And the first thing that entered my head was he was doing a Google search manually.
Yeah.
You know, because he was looking for this book.
Yeah.
And it's like when I'm looking for something on Google and I can't find it within, like, you know, the first thing, and I'm just trying every kind of...
If I don't find it on the first page, I go, oh...
Everybody does, and that's the thing. Everybody's like, you've got to be on that first page of Google, you know?
I mean, who looks at the second or third page?
I do sometimes, because I'm just like, you know, I'm like, okay, I'll try a few things, and then I'm like, I'll try the original search term, and then I'll go, okay, like, 2, 3, and then sometimes at 4th I'll go, oh, there it is, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever I'm looking for, you know, and I'll go, oh, that's it, that's the link, you know?
Yeah, very rarely.
But it very rarely does it happen, you know, but yeah. And I was thinking about that advert, and I was like, yeah, you know, stuff that's obsolete, you know?
Yeah.
Another thing that's going to go, and it's like largely thanks to this pandemic, I think, is shopping malls.
Oh, yeah.
People paying online and stuff like that. It's why Amazon is growing to be the largest conglomerate in the world, because it's thanks to this pandemic. It's the reason why they're sending Jeff Bezos into space with a guy who paid $28 million to sit with him.
Little does he know they're just going to shoot him up there. Just never to return. It's like, we don't know what happened. We don't know. We shot him too far. We lost
That's
him.
what I think, you know, because he's got his own little space agency now, isn't he?
Yeah, something.
And he's like, oh, we built this rocket, and I'm just going to go, and someone can bid $28 million to sit next to me as I get shot into the atmosphere. And he's not even going into, like, space. He's going into the upper atmosphere, and then they'll fall back down, and it'll be,
I think they said 60 miles above the Earth. It's like, why would you pay $28 million to go 60 miles above the Earth?
Yeah. I mean, I'd want to go further than that for $28 million.
Yeah.
I'd want to go at least 70, maybe even 80.
They better send me
possibly even 90.
They better send me to the moon for $28 million. Okay.
That was it for me.
But yeah, malls. I mean, since I've lived
they're
in
not going to bother
Austin.
with physical stores anymore. They're just going to be like, okay, just let's rent a warehouse.
I don't like that. No, I think people want to every once in a while just go.
Let's go mosey around the mall.
Yeah.
What should we do today? Let's hang around the mall.
I think even if not the mall necessarily, but just in stores.
Yeah, they want to go in and they want to do something to do with your day.
I like to try stuff on. I'm not an online clothes person.
No, what's going to happen is they're going to have a little driverless mannequin come to you.
Yeah.
And the mannequin is going to try it
on
you.
I'd be okay with that. Just bring me the clothes, yeah, and I'll try them on in the comfort of my own home, sure. So on my list, and I have no idea if there's any sort of science behind this, or if these are some
science fact,
or if
everybody.
This is somebody who wrote this article's personal opinions of things that are going to go. This is on Brightside. Didn't I use Brightside in another podcast?
Brightside. Yeah, Brightside. Yeah. Shout out to Brightside.
Hashtag not sponsored. So they say chocolate.
Oh, because of like people wanting to be healthy?
Well, we don't mean to shock you, but let's face it. Yeah, basically because people want to be healthy.
Sugar is gone.
But also just the pace at which the cocoa production it's just reducing because the demand is not great. So it's just been over time slowly.
Yeah, I have kind of noticed there's been like a little bit of decline, and people are like, oh, we're discontinuing this bar and we're not making this one anymore and stuff. And it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know how that's going to fare, because there's going to be so many people who are going to be like, I really fancy a chocolate bar now. Sorry, it's been discontinued for 3 years. Chocolate has been gone.
Analysts believe that the ever-increasing gap between the demand and supply of the chocolate will only increase in the future. So start stocking up.
Start stocking up.
Chocolate doesn't last so long.
I've got my peanut butter pretzels beside me here. I'm okay, you know.
Gold. Gold is slowly disappearing from the Earth's surface, and miners are pulling themselves out of the business because it's just like, yeah.
Because no one can, with cryptocurrency and everything like that, you know, it's not worth anything anymore, is it? Yeah,
they're like, people are not that interested.
It's a precious metal. It's like,
people aren't that interested in like gold jewelry and all of that either. Cash, you mentioned.
Yeah, cash. Yeah, that's definitely gonna go.
I kind of like the fingerprint thing, except for the fact that, yeah, people will start chopping people's fingers off one day. I had not thought of that at all. And
haven't you seen the films?
And no, don't sign me up for that one. Signatures, you said also. Yeah.
Remote controls.
Traffic jams.
Yeah, because of self-driving cars. Oh, they won't be...
what about, though, because they always were talking about flying cars.
Yeah, they need more flying cars around here, you know.
Imagine
having a flying car.
That'll help traffic jams, won't it? Yeah. You know, everybody can just... But then that'll be like a helicopter thing in school, won't it? Like air traffic kind of thing. You'll have to be able to read, so you're not crashing into each other, because it's like...
Flight paths.
Flight paths, yeah. They'll have to teach that in school. Because...
Stay on the flight... But if it's all automated, then yeah. Or you could be like Castaway. It's like, oh, we're going down.
Well, my vision of a flying car is like, just like maybe just above rooftops. Like, I'm not expecting to be like up where planes fly, you know.
No,
just like up, like just off the road. Yeah. Like not that far from the ground. That way, if I crash, it's not gonna be that big of a deal.
It is gonna be big of a deal. I don't want to be crashing off the freaking, you know, the size of it. Because imagine, you know, you're up there just above the house. And then suddenly you just go smack into the road or whatever. Or into somebody's house.
Oh, no.
It's not going to be that big of a deal. I've just destroyed someone's house.
Oh, no. If someone flies into your house.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Fast food workers. Taking orders, preparing.
I thought fast food workers were going to be long gone for
Why
a while.
do you think that? Because
they'll just automate. They'll just get people in to cook the food now.
I mean, they already
and they won't have to deal with the customers. They'll just shove it through a hole or something. You know.
Let us know if where you live they have like those automated. When you walk into a fast food place where you just place your own order on the screen, you don't even have to talk to the cashiers or anything.
You don't even have to talk to the cashier.
Yeah. Let us know if they have that where you live, because.
They do them at the drive-through now too. You can reach in, or you go do, and then, you don't even talk to anyone.
To be fair, I mean, no offense to anybody who works in fast food, but that would be so much better at the drive-through. It would be
a little bit more efficient,
because,
yeah.
And I'm just like, what?
And then they stop talking, and then they go like that.
And you're just like, hello? Are you there?
Hello? And they go, yeah? And they'll just go, yeah? And I'll go, yeah, I'd like to place an order. And then you place your order and...
Did you get that?
And they're just like, what?
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay, first window.
I mean, a lot of the fast food places now have screens where you can at least see if they've gotten your order right.
Yes.
But trying to communicate through the speaker not great. Surgeons...
They're going to have robots performing surgery on you.
No thank you.
Because the robot just goes, gah, gah, gah.
Oh, yes. What if it's a robot with a vendetta?
Yeah, what if it cuts your thumb off and goes on a spending spree?
Skilled professionals in the medical field will soon be looking for a job change. With artificial intelligence and robotic solutions gaining control, all major operations and surgeries may be undertaken by bots. Would you feel safer or more skeptical?
I mean, if it's tried and tested, then sign me up.
I mean, I guess if you think about, but do you want to be the one person who...
The first person to get operated on by a robot.
Not the first person, but like after the robot's done so many surgeries and it's about time for it to start like malfunctioning, you know, you don't want to be
coming to the end, it's like, oh, needs an update. I need an update.
Well, no, but you know, like machinery that does packaging and whatever all they do in warehouses, you know, I mean, machinery already does a lot of stuff for us. So... I mean, it could do operations, I suppose, but, you know, those machines break down every once in a while. They have to have someone come repair them. Like, I don't want to be under the knife when the robot has broken down. Like, you know, I don't want to be, like, cut open in the middle of a freaking procedure and, like, oh, we got to get Bob in here to fix this machine, you know.
Bob's going to fix this machine. It's okay.
Diabetes.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's good. How do they figure that? Diabetes may say goodbye to us in the future. Firstly, scientists are already looking for a clone of sugar, which will look and taste just like sugar without its ill effects.
Can you imagine that?
Like, but then they can keep making chocolate. It's like...
If they could, because, you know, like, oh, we've got, like, stevia and all that, and it's like, it does not taste like sugar.
No.
It tastes like highly processed sweet.
Stevia is a real
sugar has
it's a
this
real
like
thing,
natural
though.
thing.
It's like a natural real
but
thing, but it tastes fake for some reason.
Aspartame and all that, you know.
It's disgusting.
High fructose corn syrup, you know, it's all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that would be really nice. And then they can go back to making chocolate.
Then they can go back to making chocolate and everyone will be okay.
Yeah, locks and keys and chargers. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be good if we... Why chargers, though, actually?
Well, I mean, everything will be wireless.
Chargers that you just can't afford to lose will soon become unnecessary in the wireless world of Bluetooth, NFC. I have no idea what NFC is.
Yeah.
And Wi-Fi networking. All we might need will be a charging surface without any cords. Of course, you might think this has already been created by Tesla, but there's more. There's a chance that remote charging may soon be a reality, and you will be able to charge your phone from anywhere without any physical contact at all. Yeah, so
I don't know. We're not ready for this world. Put it on pause. We'll come back to it later.
I mean, yeah, you know, I'm still, like, living in the world of the Musketeers and...
I'm living in my period drama.
Yeah.
I just want stuff to be like, you know, pre-internet, pre-technology.
Yeah, I saw landline on one of the lists and I was just like, I kind of miss a landline, actually. I don't know why, but I think, you know, I kind of like a landline.
Yeah.
It's like you can talk to people without, I don't know, phones to me,
I don't know.
Just like everybody spends too much time on their phone.
People are glued to their screens.
Fuddy-duddy in me, isn't
it?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I'm like, go out and live your life. Like,
live your life, breathe in some oxygen.
Go back into your house and talk to your... Another thing is I don't like people being able to get in contact with me just anywhere.
Well, I mean, you can turn your phone off. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Turn the phone off.
It's like people getting bad news when they're out, you know, enjoying themselves or something like that, or out having a dinner and someone can just call you and give you really horrible news, you know, and you're just there in public. It's like, I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Not for me. Not for me.
Anyway, we are out of time. Me.
Yeah, we're out of time.
Hope you enjoyed this episode.
It's been 39 minutes.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you as always for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Be sure to check us out on social media. We're at TButty, TEABUTTY on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'll talk to you next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.